What's up, everybody, and welcome to another day here. It's Saturday here in Antofagasta, Chile, to the north of Santiago, and this is it, Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival. Tessa McKenna and Manny V here giving you the live feed. Tessa, it's the Groms Day today.
It is the Grommet Day here in Chile, and we've already had the first heat of the day. It looks like we've had Moises Silva was the winner of that one, and Gustavo Nieva also moving through in second position. We'll try and get those back for an interview shortly, but it is the Super Saturday on the sand here at La Cupla, and we're expecting a really good show. I guess what we got, Manny, is the stars of tomorrow are on show here today.
And you know what? The conditions are in that 1 to 2 foot range, occasional 3 foot wave. We're going to see a little pulse as the tide starts dropping here on the shallow reefs. But, I mean, we've all gone through it as amateur bodyboarders and amateur surfers. We got to compete in those smaller waves in those early years. And for these guys, this is just training. This is practice.
Yeah, well, these kids surf these kind of conditions every day after school. They're very used to it. So I guess without any further ado, mate, let's go and have a look at what's happening in the lineup.
All right, here we are. This is heat number 2 of round number 1. We have 3 heats in round number 1. Top 2 riders will advance on. Poncho, let's get out into the water just to show the riders, the viewers, what we have on hand. So right now we do have Brandon Lyon in the red jersey from Chile. In the white jersey, we have Matthew. Is that right? Matthew Alfaro. Oh, my gosh. That one tricked me.
Yeah, that is a good one. Eduardo Guzman is out there in yellow, and Jordan Villabla is the bloke in blue. So that's the sort of conditions we're working with here today, folks. It's only small. The good news, of course, is that the competition will be wrapping up tomorrow, Manny, and, gee, we've got a good swell headed our way.
Yeah, that's right. Here we go. Eduardo Guzman in the yellow jersey. Nice clean spin. Goes for another spin right there. The cool thing about these conditions is each one of these riders is, 50 pounds or less. Well, not that lightweight, but the lightweight will help them in these conditions.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what they're all vying for, of course? The big prize here today in the Pro Junior is a return ticket to the World APB World Junior Championships in Vienna coming up later on this year. So it's a really cool prize.
Oh, my goodness. And, yeah, that's it. If anything, you're going to walk away with a ticket to ride to Vienna, Portugal. And look at this. Eduardo Guzman keeping busy. Nice clean roll. Again, these guys are going to make it look really easy out there. There's a little bump coming off of the reef right there. You'll see them riding across the face of the wave, and the bump reverberating off of the reef will cause a little bump on the wave. But as you can see, Eduardo making the best of it.
Yeah, that's right. So Matthew Alfaro is currently in the lead. He's got some pretty good scores there, 6.5 and a 5.0. Jordan Villabla sitting in second, and we'll see what that last wave score comes through for Guzman, and let's see if that elevates him into that all-important top 2. But 8 minutes remaining on the clock for the current heat in the water. It is day number 6 here at the Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival.
And the weekend has arrived, and what the festival part about it is Arturo and Glenn and the whole crew have been putting together pieces to the puzzle, to this incredible pie, and they have all kinds of activities on the beach for families, kids, adults to partake, and education too. There's a booth down, a few booths talking about conservation. They're going to have food. They're going to have tourism information. It's pretty incredible here. Here we go.
Yeah, going to be a big day here on the sand at La Cupla, that's for sure. So that was Jordi Villabla, unfortunately just coming unstuck on that one. So we're watching heat number 2 at the moment of the APB Junior Qualifying Series. It's event number 1 on the series. Of course, just the winner will move on through to Vienna, and that's nice determination from the young man.
Look at that.
Putting it on the line. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my. So if he would have held on just a little bit longer, he would have ran right into the reef. There he is. Oh, my God. He almost went head-to-head with that big pile of rock right there.
Well, I think he just went right over the bricks on the inside there, so that was a pretty good commitment from the rider in red.
He's checking his hand.
Brandon Lyon, yeah, you could see the barnacles on those rocks there on the inside. It's very can be very sharp and tricky. So Brandon just going for it. Here's the replay. Let's take us through it, Minnie.
All right, so he's negotiating the speed perfectly. Goes for an ARS. He lands it. He pulls it around right here. You'll see the rocks start popping up. Oh, but yeah, he pulled out just in time. I think he may have scratched his hand, but better his hand than his face.
You betcha. All right, well, this is This looks like Velabla up and riding, just a little short wave. Again, this is the Pro Junior. It's heat number 2, round number 1. It's only the kids here today for day number 6 of the Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival here in La Cupla in Chile. Again, we've just been enjoying the city here. Last night went out, had some really nice sushi with some of the world's best women bodyboarders, and this city is just unreal, Manny. I'm really falling in love with this place.
Yeah, this place is pretty amazing, and we've been taking Glenn up. He's one of the organizers here on some of the tours he's proposed. So far, we saw the Milky Way up in the desert. That was incredible.
That was incredible.
And then yesterday we would take a tour, or a couple days ago we took a tour up into the hills to take a big look. Wait, first, white up and riding. That is Mathui. Nice clean roll. It's going to be very interesting how the scores are going to be dropping. And just to let you know, the judges, they press the reset button each day. They're like, okay, we're going to judge on the conditions we have on hand. That's why you're going to see these higher scores, because it's all relative on the conditions.
Yeah, that's right. And it's normally that first heat of the day that really sets the bar for the remainder of the tournament. Right behind us in the background, man, there's a big skateboard show going on. We got the half pipe right behind us, and the boys are just grinding away madly. So this is it's more than a competition. It really is the Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival. Music, skate, surf, art, conservation. It's got a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I think the bands are going to be starting up around 4, maybe 3 o'clock. As soon as the event ends here, or the competition ends, and then they bring it onto the beach. And I mean, they got some top bands from Chile performing for Friday. For tonight and tomorrow night. Tessa, we do have the winner of the last heat with Begonia for the interview. Begonia, where are you at?
Thank you very much, guys, and good morning to everyone at home. We're here with the winner of the first heat of the day, Moises Silva. He's from Arica. He traveled all the way from there just to make this competition. Moisés, ¿cómo estás? Bienvenido una vez más acá. Te vimos súper bien, a pesar de que las condiciones están difíciles, las olas están chicas, están sobre la piedra. Cuéntanos un poco acerca del hit.
Bueno, las condiciones sí están bien difíciles, la ola está demasiado pequeña. El set está demasiado lento y está más peligrosa, está muy baja la ola, pero gracias a Dios pude lograr agarrar una buena izquierda y sumar una puntuación buena para pasar mi hit.
Well, he said, yeah, the waves are a little bit tricky. They're small, so they are over the rocks, and you actually end up, after a maneuver, you end up standing up on the rocks. And he said it was a little bit hard, but he actually managed to get 2 very good waves in advance. So, ¿quieres mandarle algún saludo a alguien? ¿Quieres agregar algo a él? Este es el momento.
Quiero agradecer a toda la gente que me apoya y a la gente que hizo posible este viaje, al abogado Pedro Zagardia, al tío Guillén, al Colegio Miramar, al Gabriel, a toda la gente que me apoya, a mi familia en especial, que siempre me está apoyando en este deporte que tanto amo. Y un saludo a todos mis compañeros del colegio Team Miramar, al Team Ativax y a todos los que me apoyan desde Arica.
Well, I was just saying to everyone that it's supporting him, but especially to the school. This school right here, actually, it's paying for most of the trip, and they're coming from Arica, so it's a really good achievement for him to be sponsored by this school. So thank you for that, and congratulations, felicitaciones, and hope to see you back here real soon. Back to you guys.
All right, congratulations one more time to Moises. Moises, felicidades. Vas a seguir al semifinal. I'm almost going Spanglish on us right here. But yeah, Moises moving on into the semifinals, and we're going to see him. So the way it's going to happen today is we have...
Yeah, what we do is we have 3 heats in the first round. There's 4 kids in every heat, so effectively it's only a 12-person competition here today. So as we mentioned, it's the APB Junior Qualifying Series, event number 1. The winner will get a all expenses paid ticket to Vienna for the World Junior Championships later on this year, and that's the kind of riding that we're looking to see. This is Jordan Velabla, nice big move there for Geordie, so that's going to help him because he was sitting in 4th position and chasing some numbers. So we've got 3 heats of 4. Top 2 go through. We'll have 3-man semifinals. The top 2 from the semis will go in for a 4-man final.
And here we go, up and riding. Eduardo Guzman trying to hold on to that first place spot. Comes around that section, goes for a roll. That wave just peters out on him when he went up for that lip maneuver. But you know what? I'm pretty impressed on what these guys are doing right now in these conditions. If somebody like Eder Lucia. Well, bad example because he can do anything in any condition.
Exactly.
But I'm talking about the bigger guys who are in the 200, 6 foot tall. It'd be pretty tough out there, but these young kids are making it look actually pretty good.
Yeah, that's right. And we really wanted to put something on here on the Super Saturday here at La Couple because we do expect a massive crowd to come up. Here goes Brandon Leon just punching through the back of that one. So we're coming down to the final stages of this heat in the water. So Jordan Valabla, there he is in the blue singlet. You can, he's just waiting for his last waves to scores to come through, but it looks like Guzman is in the lead, and Mathui Alfaro currently sitting in second, so yellow first, white second, red and blue chasing scores with about 30 seconds to go. Here's the replay.
Yeah, Brandon was on that right. Look at that thing shaping up perfectly. A nice move right there. Cuts out. That was probably going to be the biggest move of the heat so far.
Wow, that's going to really tighten stuff up. And he really put that on the line. See how shallow it is. I mean, it's pretty radical for these kids. There we go. 10 seconds left on the clock.
That was pretty intense in the last few minutes of huge situation changes all the way to the last 10 seconds. Here we go. This wave, Teza, are these going to count?
Yeah, this one's going to count because he had momentum before the hooter. And, well, it's a bit of a victory one for Eduardo Guzman. He'll move on through along with Mathui Alfaro. Unfortunately for both red and blue, not enough, mate. They will be back next year and to give it another good crack.
That's right. All right. So if you guys are just tuning in, if you want to see the official final results, make sure you download the app, Stacked app. You can find it in Google Play and in your Apple Store, and you'll be able to pull it down and see each scores from the judges and statistics on some of the riders. So here's a last look at that last wave from Mathui, and it was a perfect combination maneuver that may have popped him into that first place spot. But again, all right.
Well, it is. There was a situation change in the end there, Manny. You can see the result there. So in the end, it was.
Wow, their scores are still dropping in.
They're still coming through. So we're just waiting for those numbers to lock in, and that was a real tight little exchange right at the end of that one, mate. A real sort of a grandstand finish.
Yeah, so download Stacked, and we're going to give you the official results right when we come back right after this.
Wow.
Hi. Well, welcome back, everybody, to the 2018 Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival. With me now is our current world champion, Ian Campbell from South Africa. What's up, bro?
How's it, my bro?
Pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Well, let's bring you up to speed before we start chit-chatting with Ian Campbell. But right now, heat number 3 of the juniors, the last heat in the round number 1. 2 riders will go into the 3-man semifinals, and that will be coming up right after round number 1. So stay tuned. Let's get out into the water as we can see some of the action going down. This is what's happening. We have Miguel Contreras in the red jersey. Sebastian Bailey up and riding. In fact, nice ARS. These guys are making it look easy.
Wow, Manny. I was watching that first heat, and the guys are just making some moves out there looking extremely easy. I mean, they were doing flips to roll combinations, and it's like that's something you see from the pro riders. But I guess when you got an opportunity to travel overseas and go to Vienna to the world stage of the pro juniors, I mean, you're going to put it all on the line.
Yeah, that's right. If I get anywhere close to the semifinals, I would be calling mom, get my passport ready, do whatever you have to do, because that is an experience in itself.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, these guys they really put something on here at the Antofagasta Bodyboarding Festival, and just so sick to see, like this opportunity for the younger guys to get out there and to get noticed. And I mean, that's what it comes down to. This could make or break a career right here.
And that's I was talking to somebody earlier today. I'm like, I don't remember having a amateur contest and then having on top of that all the pro riders in town to witness it. Not only that, being on live webcasts, these guys are very fortunate and are taking full advantage. Look at this, probably the biggest wave of the morning.
Yeah, that looks like a sick one. Unfortunately, just not finding that first section, but going up for a roll and getting a little bit stuck. I've noticed quite a lot of the guys on that end bowl, it kind of looks like it's going to bowl towards you, and then it goes a little bit flat sometimes. But I mean, these riders will definitely figure that out very soon, and just to have this opportunity on the world stage is unbelievable, Manny. I'm sure they're really stoked to be out there and getting this live webcast just to show like their skills. As you see this amazing drone shot of our area and the riders taking off at the back there. But wow, what a place to be, Manny.
A little slow reverse right there. So the drone drivers, the pilots, I should say, I have been on cue pretty much in this entire event. And you can see a rider in white, Miguel Contreras, Sebastian Bailey up and riding. Not much there for that roll. But yeah, the production here at the Antofagasta Bodyboarding Festival is top notch.
Oh, Manny, I've said it quite a lot this past week. I mean, we went to that press conference the other day, and you have like the mayor of the city and everyone who's actually part of this event there watching on, and I just kept telling them, that the production that they put on for this event is like no other that we see around the world. I mean, these guys are quality people. They've got an amazing team here, and they put on a crazy show. The quality of wave on some days might not be that great, but you look at, if we put this onto the world stage and look at this wave as like a world-class wave, that's what it was in the first couple of days. So, I mean, they've definitely got the opportunities, they've got the team, and it's just a phenomenal production that they put on here, and I'm just stoked to be back. Yeah,
this place is pretty magical as well. I mean, straight from the high desert straight into the cold waters of the Pacific is something you don't see. I don't think there's anywhere else in the world that I've seen anything like this.
Yeah, it is. It's a phenomenal setup. I mean, we look out of here, out of the booth, and we're looking straight onto the mountains that just reach straight into the Atacama Desert, the driest place on earth, and it's just amazing to be back. And I mean, these views that you see, you don't see them anywhere else in the world.
No, this is pretty epic, and we're going to see a little bit some more of it up in Arica. Come a week and a couple days is when the window opens for the Arica Challenge, and I know for a fact a lot of the guys are just itching to get up there already.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think there's another event going on at the moment, but as soon as we get up there, I'm sure there's going to be plenty of action to be filling the live webcast, and as well as all the social media platforms, I'm sure.
Ok, hola amigos, aquí estamos, tenemos 3 baterías, el tercer batería está en el agua, hay 4 personas, nomás 2 van a seguir el semifinal vamos a tener 2 semifinales de 3 personas y 2 de allí van a seguir a los finales. Pero aquí estamos en Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival. Si tienes tiempo, aquí en este fin de semana, ven acá a mirar el mundial, los mejores bodyboarders del mundo. Pero también tenemos actividades por toda la familia. Los niños aquí pueden disfrutar todas las cosas que tenemos aquí. Y si te gusta hacer skate, también tenemos un half pipe. Did you get that?
I got the half pipe part.
All right. Well, Arturo, one of the organizers, like, Manny, there's going to be a lot of moms and dads from Chile watching. Just throw out a few Spanish things or Spanish words out there.
I feel like you nailed that, Manny. Good job.
Well, I'm using all like really simple words. These highlight clips that I've been putting together for the end of the day, they all want them in Spanish because the Antofagasta guys are the ones promoting the clips. But man, some of the words they want me to say, there's no way. They're saying just say the English version. I'm like, well, yeah, I have to. I can't. There's no way. But it's been fun.
You've been doing a great job there. I've watched a lot of those clips, and the starting scene, although I'm not 100% sure what you're saying, they look really good, and they're really coming out sick. So good job there. As we've seen this drone just panning around here, you're about to see the contest side. It's what a sight, hey man. These guys put on like absolute crazy show out here in Antofagasta. I mean, look at this stage. So there's the competitors area on the right hand side there, and on the left hand side is where the judges are at the top, and we're on the other side in the booth there.
Yeah, I think as soon as the sun comes out and people start getting out of bed, it's going to be full of people later on this afternoon. Here we go. Nice clean roll, Rodrigo Silva. Yeah, these groms are making it look very, very easy. Here we go. Maybe something on the right. Nope. Going and taking a look. And let's just bring you on this up to speed on what you see on your screen. Of course, you're going to see over on your left, the APB logo with the time. That's how much time is remaining in these 20-minute heats. And then you're going to see the scores and the colors that are being represented out in the water. And you saw on your screen right there, White waving his hand saying, hey, give me the situation out in the water, how much time, how much scores are needed from each of the riders. But I'll continue on. So the way the format is top 2 waves are scored, and an average is spit out after the 4 judges write down their number. And those scores is what you see under wave 1 and wave 2, W1, W2. Then the total of those 2 is off to the right of that. Of course, the top 2 with the highest scores will advance on. The letter P that you see at the bottom of those scorecards is the priority. Right now, Miguel Contreras has the P, and that's first priority, which means he has the opportunity to catch any wave that comes in. How crucial are priority in a 4-man situation?
Well, Manny, this wave especially, regardless of if you're in a 4-man situation, I mean, to have priority out there in this type of wave, this like left-handing point breaking wave, is crucial for getting the scores. I mean, you're going to want to get the big ones, and as we see there, red with priority, as we were just saying, nice big roll, very clean, and if I'm not mistaken, that's going to be one of the highest scoring waves of the heat. That was a really nice roll. Here's the replay of rider in blue.
Yeah, this is the split peak situation that just went down. It was Rodrigo going left on that, and he did something similar, but a little bit more projection from the rider in red, Miguel Contreras. So you'll see a little bit of a higher score dropped for Miguel Contreras. So, yeah, the priority.
Yeah, so, I mean, especially on this wave, you don't really have that, like, split peak situation. So you're looking at getting all the guys sitting on one peak, which is generally the left hand, and to have that priority to choose the right wave, obviously knowing which one is going to be correct out of the set, and getting that one that's going to run across the reef. It kind of forms like a little bit of a wedge when it gets to the end of this bowl, and that's the one that you see most of these guys surfing today. But getting that priority, getting into that wave, and then kind of racing into that end bowl and doing that move, that is the key to getting this wave and surfing it correctly.
And you'll see right now that Miguel, Rodrigo, Adan, they don't have any priority numbers under them because they're still making their way out to the lineup. You'll see the priorities start dropping first, second, third, and fourth. But it's one of those one of those strategies, if used properly, can actually work to your advantage.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I just love how these guys have, I mean, when I say these guys, the judges have come up with a system that works and benefits all the riders and reduces that, you know, that kind of snaking and that real competitive paddling out there. As we see rider and Racha, Sebastian Bailey taking off. A nice clean roll there. And
oh, how shallow is it right there?
That section gets so shallow, Manny.
Oh,
Makes
my
me
God.
cringe.
Is the photographer? Yeah, you can see the photographer standing up, less than waist deep water right there. And we got Rodrigo Silva, another look from his last wave. I believe he was on another split peak situation. He's kind of playing it smart right now. Look how shallow it is. The water photographer for the event is standing in waist deep water, and he's standing on hard rock shelf reef.
Or sea urchins.
Full of sea urchins.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? That's right. Joanna Schenker went out there for a session in 1 foot waves, and she stepped on a sea urchin.
As we see rider in red here. Another nice clean roll, and just looking for that second section. Kind of getting a little bit stuck on the forward spin there. Maybe just hitting a little bump from the reef boil. But we see Sebastian from that last wave, that last roll, going into first position here. So these guys, it's really competitive for the Pro Junior division out here, Manny. I mean, Chile we've seen in the last couple years is really just advanced, and you see guys like Nelson Flores last year, the winner of the Pro Junior division, coming straight out of Chile, and I guess a lot of these guys are going to be heading to Vienna, and you know, who says we can't see another Chilean Pro Junior champion? That's
right. I mean, and that's the thing. There's a hotbed of top riders coming out of Chile right now. Definitely a South American force to be reckoned with, and I kind of give credit because of the waves they got here.
For sure. I mean, these guys are just... I look at places like Arica, Iquique, and even here in Antofagasta. I mean, there's consistent waves, Manny. These guys can surf 365 days of the year if they wanted to. Yeah. So when you look at that, the time in the water is crucial, and these guys are just going to advance way above anyone else, and it's showing.
And plus the type of wave. It's not the soft beach break. I mean, as you can see right here, it's rock-covered shelves. I mean, barnacle-covered rock shelf that, I mean, can actually just cheese grade your body.
Yeah, I know.
oh, that's right.
I have had experience here. And
was it last year?
No, 2014.
2014.
Yeah,
that's
2014 right. Was a pretty big injury for me here. Put me out of the tour for the rest of the year.
That's right.
But it's a wave with consequence. As you see, Ryder and Wacha, just that nice roll, dodging the photographer and just doing that spin on the end there. That's Paulo Jimenez, the photographer.
Oh yeah.
And wow, lots of action going down. Ryder in blue.
How did he do that?
That
there was like
impressive.
No power, and he was able to do an ARS on that wave. But Rodrigo Silva, he's very, very busy out in the water, but he's still not getting those 4 or 5 point ranges. I think probably because he's very busy on the medium size waves. I mean, he's in a good position to just wait for the bigger waves. He's got about 5.5 minutes to go, and just wait for one big wave to do one big maneuver, and that will get him into that first or second place spot. Here we go, taking a look at this. Looks like Miguel Contreras.
This looks like a nice looking right, and unfortunately just maybe not big enough to just carry on to that inside shelf there to give him more of a section, but I'm sure that's going to change the priority situation. As you see, oh, it has, sorry. So that Sebastian Bailey has now got first priority, and he's sitting at the back, just waiting for those scores to drop from the other guys.
I think I did the same thing. I said Viles, but it's Velis. So if you haven't already done it, and I keep pushing it, but only because it's so freaking cool. Oh, nice clean roll right there. This is what we're talking about. And another inside section, he decides not to go for it right there. It's getting too shallow, too crazy. But if you download the Stacked app, you can actually get the judges' sheet and see all the scores in real time being dropped from each one of the 4 judges. And also, if you click over to play-by-play, you'll be able to see the live play-by-play from each one of the moves that go down. So everything from priority change to the scores being dropped and everything else they need. Up and riding.
This is Ryder in blue. Another ARS being thrown down there. Unfortunately, just getting maybe a little bit too little lip to kind of swing that one around. But that's Rodrigo Silva. He's going to head back out there as we see this replay of his last wave.
Going for an ARS under the lip. This time he couldn't hold on and just gets smashed on the inside. I'm guessing Adan Rojo is not out in the water because he hasn't caught a wave yet in the last 17 minutes. But my question is, how do you sign up for an event and not make it to your heat?
I don't know. I've never done that, but I think it might have been these guys have been in school all week, and he's a little bit tired from the week of working, so maybe just taking a break on this Saturday morning instead of coming and riding the event.
Possibly.
Unfortunate for him.
I would love to find out what really happened. All right, so here we go. Out in the water. Looks like there is. I'm going to hold on Pancho for a second. Pancho's giving me the heads up that we do have the interview ready, but I'm hold on. And yeah, it looks like we're going to hold off on any action on the outside, actually. White taking a look. Sebastian, nope. And Rodrigo, no. All right, so we do have the winner of the last heat with Begonia. Begonia, where you at?
Thank you very much, guys. We're here with Brandon. Brandon, that was a really tight heat in there. You almost don't make it, and at the end, you just managed to get a good wave. Fue un hit súper apretado, casi no lo logras, y al final lograste conseguir los puntajes que necesitaban. ¿Cómo te sientes? ¿Cómo fue ese hit?
Bueno, primero que todo, buenos días. Me siento contentísimo. Me tocaron con unos contrincantes acá locales y uno de Arica, y son grandes exponentes acá del bodyboard chileno. Y nada, súper feliz. En la última ola me tocó con un 7, un back que le pegué casi encima de la roca y logré pasar con un C7.
Well, he's just very happy. He said the other riders are very good, locals and a guy from Arica that he respects very much, but he got a 7.15 on his last wave with a backflip. ¿Alguien aquí quiere saludar, a quien agradecer en este momento?
Bueno, le quiero mandar saludos a mi familia, a mi sobrino, a mi hermana que están ahí apoyándome y a mi amigo que me manda saludos por redes sociales.
Okay, congratulations and thank you very much for being here and supporting your sport. Back to you guys.
Well, congratulations one more time to Brandon Lyon for advancing on. So back to the action again. 1 minute 45 seconds remaining in this last heat of 3. Up and riding. It is 4.71 is what Rodrigo Silva is looking for. Going for another flip maneuver right there. Again, it looks like a little bit of repeat of what he's been doing pretty much the entire heat. He may have to change it up a little bit unless the judges like that and giving it more of a 4.71. But Rodrigo, he needs one of those bigger waves.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that one was a lot cleaner than the others. I felt like he spun around a lot quicker there. So maybe the judges like that a little bit more, but still needing that 4.71. He hasn't actually been able to get that score thus far in these heats. So it'd be quite interesting to see if he can manipulate the bodyboard to getting that higher scoring wave, but all eyes on rider in red here. He's taking off on this one. A nice clean roll.
Oh my.
A second roll. Has he got 3?
Oh
no.
What would have happened if he went for it and didn't pull it off?
I think there would have been trouble for him, Manny.
Oh my goodness. But that was a solid wave for Miguel Contreras. He'll probably hold on to that second place spot. And look how these guys it's super dangerous right now. Less water out in front of the reef, which means it's going to be shallower on the reef. So luckily nobody's got too hurt so far.
Yeah, for sure, Manny. I mean, this is definitely a wave of consequence when it gets a little bit smaller. There's not so much water running across the reef, and that makes it very dangerous. But these pro junior riders are really doing well out there. They are showing that they are all worthy of getting this final spot as we see the countdown to this heat.
I think that was pretty much the story in the entire heat where Sebastian and Miguel were getting these solid waves. How's that pan? That was pretty nice. Good job. I love it. I love giving props to the camera guys for when they're on it, and unfortunately I gotta hold my tongue when they're when they're going crazy. All right, so yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is 2018 Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival. Today is Saturday here in Antofagasta, and we're going to see the Pro Juniors out there all day, and we're going to end there with the finals of the Pro Junior, and only one rider gets a ticket.
That is so epic, Manny. I'm really, really excited to see what goes down here. stay tuned to the action. It's going to get really heated out there in the water.
We're going to come up with semifinal number 1 of the Pro Juniors right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Manny V here with Dion Mayer. Yes, Mumbles. What's up, brother?
Morning, Manny. How are you?
So tell me what you've seen out there. You've been watching the heats from the shore. What are the conditions like from the outside?
Man, it's very testing. It's quite small, and I think it's a good call running the Pro Juniors today because, you know, they are small guys and they're actually putting up a lovely show.
Yeah, I mean, they're, 50, 60, 70 pounds just throwing it out. I mean, some of the ARSs, the backflips they're doing right now, there's no way in heck that I would be able to do that.
No ways.
Yeah, so let's get out there right now. Semifinal number 1 of the Pro Juniors on the first place prize ticket to the Pro Junior Championships in Vienna. So that's what's at stake right now. Semifinal number 1 out in the water. This is what we have. Moises Silva in red.
Eduardo Guzman and Gustavo Nera, both of them local Chileans, and one in yellow and Nera in blue. All right, Manny, 16 minutes out to go.
Guzman, actually, Eduardo Guzman from Brazil.
Oh, my bad, from Brazil. There we go.
Here's some of the action that went down during the commercial break. But coming around that section, Moises Silva trying to get something together. I think this was his 2.9 ride. Look at that, right on the reef. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's so risky. It's so risky. It's so small. And these guys are really putting up a good show. I mean, big ups to them, man. It's semifinals, heat number 1. And, you know, these kids are giving everything. These are the future stars of tomorrow. So Moises with a 2.9 on that first wave of heats, and Eduardo and Gustavo still needing to get onto that scorecard. But they'll be playing the patient game. I mean, there's not much out there, so they'll wait for that wave. And you see a lot of right-handers going ridden, and some good scores, actually, considering the conditions we have today.
Yeah, they're making it look very easy out there, but believe me, it's very tough conditions for anybody. But because these are the young Groms and are able to flex and pull off these flip maneuvers, you know, they're making it look very contestable. Out in the water, Eduardo Guzman from Brazil, dropping in, got into it pretty nicely. Nice roll right there. Comes into the inside, and oh my gosh, I would not be going head first, duck diving out of there like that. But that is his first wave, I believe. These are 20-minute heats. Top 2 riders will advance on into the 4-man final.
Yeah, that's correct. And the 4-man final is it's going to be an absolute cracker. You did say that the winner will get a ticket to Viana in Portugal?
Yes, that's right. The Juniors World Championship is going down in Viana. This is the one stop that will determine the Junior World Champion. So that's going to be interesting to see all the junior riders from around the world converging in Viana for this event. That's going to be very fun to watch.
Yeah, that's amazing. It's a really good incentive as well, just for these guys to keep them in the water. And it's a good motivator, because a lot of the kids, they don't have the financial means to get there. So definitely worthwhile, and they are fighting hard for that money. As we see, Eduardo's scores just coming in, getting at 3.5 for that left-hand roll. Not bad at all. And Moise is still with a 2.9, and Gustavo still needing his wave. But yeah, these waves are way too small for big guys like you and me. I don't think we will be able to get any form of momentum, even if we paddle as hard as Ian Campbell does.
Yeah, if you were able to paddle into this, I think you and I would probably make our own wave trying to get into these things. But
actually just jumping in the water if we make our own wave.
All right, looks like there's some waves coming in. If you haven't already done so, check out our APB Facebook page. I think Teza posted something earlier about seeing who's out there watching. So for some shout outs, here we go. Taking a look. This is Moises Silva.
Yeah, looking for that little section. You know what? Not getting it, but maybe. There we go. Good little section. Nice extended arm roll, and he will potentially get there. We'll see what the judges think about it. You see the wave just like fading away a bit. It's extremely dry out there, and you were right saying the guy ducking out with his head first like that, it is heaps risky. Joanna getting one of those sea urchins in the foot yesterday, and we've seen Ian Campbell with that big cut that he had in a similar type of conditions as well. So guys need to be on guard, but when you're young and reckless, you actually don't care about that.
That's right. I mean, you forget that you're still mortal. And nothing can stop you, and that's what these guys are doing. I've seen a couple Groms taking the wave all the way almost onto the dry reef. But yeah, even Brandon Lyon, the winner of that second heat in round 1, scratching his hand onto the barnacles here in the reef. I'm trying to pull up here the shout outs to be given and thrown out to our viewers from around the world. And I know it's super early in WA, Australia. And right now it's in the afternoon in Europe. But here at, I don't know the time zone we're in, but we do have a lot of South American viewers. Look at this, coming around that section. Eduardo Guzman from Brazil, finding and waiting for that section. And he kicks out. Not much there.
Not much there.
Dion Mumbles, check it out. We do have Begonia with the winner of that last heat. Begonia, take it away.
Thank you very much, guys. We're here with Sebastian Bailey, also a local guy from here, from Bodeo. Sebastián, cuéntanos un poco acerca de tu hit, cómo fue la manga y cómo lograste pasar.
Bueno, las condiciones de la ola no están muy buenas, están muy pequeñas y bueno, pude hacer lo que pude, mi potencial y a seguir con todo nomás, a ganar mentalizado al pasaje para Viana, Portugal y eso no.
Well, he said the conditions are not that good. He felt that way, but he did what he could, and he actually managed to advance. And he's just trying to focus on getting that free pass for Viana. ¿Qué piensas de esta iniciativa que tengamos la oportunidad de ofrecerles a ustedes, los juniors, un free pass para el evento mundial de Viana que es tan importante para su categoría?
Bueno, me parece muy bien porque así todos los juniors se motivan y hay más competidores, más mangas, más motivados, mejor, un festival, un campeonato mejor y eso.
Well, I asked him what he thinks about the fact that they're giving away a free pass for Viana. He says it's really good. It's the best thing they can do to actually motivate the junior categories division. So, congratulations, felicitaciones y la mejor de las suertes para el resto de la competencia. Back to you guys.
Yeah, Sebastian Bailey is stoked. He's going into the semifinals, and we're going to see him facing off 3 other competitors as they fight for those 2 spots to go into the final. All right, shout-outs are starting to roll in. Watching from Puerto Rico, we got Will Morales. Hola, hermano. Arno Nell from South Africa, watching from Thailand, and it's beer o'clock over there, and he's going for Tristan Roberts. That he's going to be coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow is the final day of competition here at the Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival, so make sure you tell all your friends to tune in for the live feed, and that's where you're going to see all the riders in the men's and women's division bring it to a close. Jesus Gudino is tuning in from Manolo, that is what they call him, from Key Largo, Florida, and Laura Megan Chiaeta from South Africa. Am I pronouncing that right?
I wouldn't be able to do a better job, man.
Is that like a Zulu? Or?
No, it's not a native South African surname. She must be European. Laura, let us know where you originate from, even if probably South Africa, but your surname, and if we are saying it right as well.
All right, so there you have it. Keep dropping comments. I think Teza posted something earlier today on the APB Facebook page. You want a shout out? Head over there, drop a comment, let us know where you're tuning in from. Out in the water, semifinal number 1. 9 minutes to go in this 20-minute heat. Oh, nice roll. Oh, keep an eye on him.
Somebody call 911. That's dry reef right there.
Oh my God,
that is dry reef right there.
Look how shallow it is. It's knee deep, and he's going for a roll. He looks okay, but man, my heart just dropped.
Manny, that's insane. Look at the score that Moises Silva just posted, a 6-point ride, and that takes some guts to do a 6-pointer in 1 foot waves on dry reef. So I would love to see the replay of that if we can get it. But he's sitting comfortably in the first place with an 8.9, and he's in the lead with 4.4. So Moises looking strong.
And you know what? I'm going to keep pushing this only because it's helping us out. I mean, back in the day, we were handed pieces of paper with the heat draws, and we didn't have really anything more to go off of except for what you see on the screen. But, man, Stacked app, if you haven't already downloaded, I am pretty freaking stoked on it. And I've been working for them, but this is the first time I'm actually using it to its full potential. But, yeah, Stacked app. I don't know if Poncho can pull up the Stacked app website, but we will in a few. But, man, this is incredible. Judges, oh, there you go. Stacked app is where you can follow judges dropping their scores live feed, and you're going to see it in real time changing. You can see all the scores dropping, play-by-play, results, statistics, overviews, rivalries. It's all in there. Make sure you download Stacked app. And if you're a contest organizer, please give us a shout. You are down to use this. If you're down to use this scoring system, give us a shout out, and we'll get back to you and let you know what it takes. Nice, clean ARS right there. Probably the smoothest ARS we've seen all morning. Gustavo Nera. That was incredible.
Yeah, he nailed that one, Benny. He's definitely going to get a very good score for that. That was the cleanest, and it was probably the best one we've seen of the morning so far. Yeah, Stacked app, guys. It is a phenomenal piece of application. You cannot find more history on anything out there. Past results, any form of media, or rider information. It's just so easy, user-friendly, and this is a game changer, Manny.
Yeah, we're pretty excited at Stacked, and the APB and Stacked worked hand in hand last year to get it to where it is today. So a big shout out to everybody who made it happen, Alex Lyon, and more importantly, for the bodyboarding side of things, Craig Haddon from Australia, who has his Bio Academy for judging certification. And yeah, Craig, thank you very much, brother. Big part of it.
Yes, it's good to have a whole big integrated system, and everybody speaks the same language when it comes to this app. So unbelievable. And everybody, please, as we are moving to the next event in Arica, make sure that by the time we start that you have Stacked app and you are ready to follow us heat by heat.
Well, it looks like these semifinals are stacked from the juniors division. Round 1, we have seen we're seeing the top 2 riders from those rounds in here in the semifinal. Look at that, another combination maneuver. Oh, again, Gustavo what's happening right there is the wave is hitting that shallow reef, and it's making it suck out and break quicker than what they're expecting, and they're landing way ahead of the wave, and then the water's just sucking their board from under them and going head first. All right, Moses, can he come around this section? Again, top 2 riders going into the final, and only one rider will be have that ticket to ride to the Pro Juniors in Viana. Look at this thing lining up for Eduardo. ARS attempt, cannot pull it around. We may see a paddle battle going on right here. Yeah, yellow and red. First one of those 2 riders to get to the outside will have priority over the other. It's exciting to see the pros when they realize that there's priority system in play. They will go about 4 times faster than what you see the Pro Juniors doing right now. But the paddle battles, I get excited over.
Yeah, me too. It's like a real-time horse racing. You just want to put your money on blue, red, or yellow, and these guys just motor. They go 4 times as fast, like you're saying, and it's a critical element to each heat. That's one of the cards that you really want to hold on to. And as we've seen yesterday and the day before, if you can sit with that priority, you're sitting in the right position, you're going to get that wave, you can block your competitor, and you can use it to your advantage. So absolutely crucial. And it's cool to see how these kids are also learning how the priority system works now with the Pro Juniors here. They're probably not as fiercely contested or too concerned about it because they're maybe not as maybe don't understand it as well, but you definitely see some of them working the priority system to their advantage.
There we go, taking a look, possibly going on this one. Gustavo on the right, and it looks like Moises on the left. Nice clean wave right there for Gustavo. Comes out of a barrel, and a nice roll right there. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, probably the best wave of the morning for Gustavo Nera.
Even of the event so far. I mean, he's got that 6.5 with a super clean flip, and you've got red. Moises also looking to improve that 2.9.
This was that split peak situation right there. Finds that section on the inside for an ARS and pulls it around. But I'm telling you, Gustavo will have probably the best wave ridden this morning, for sure in this heat. But wow, Gustavo, he is stoked on that one. He is looking very solid. 3 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in this heat, and possibly looking good to move on into the final. Eduardo Guzman in the yellow jersey has priority, looking for a 5.41 now. And yeah, totally possible for Eduardo. He just needs to be patient and wait for that wave.
Yeah, Eduardo trailing a bit there. He's been fairly quiet with a 3.5 and a 1.5 Manny, but Gustavo just looking on point this morning. He means business here. This kid, I would say that was even one of the best waves of the morning, and that drone footage over him was amazing.
Yeah, that was pretty sick.
Really good, good perspective from the air, and you can see the reef, so you can see how shallow it is. It's gnarly. It's gnarly. These kids are really, really surfing very well this morning.
Yeah, the drone pilots have been on cue this entire event, so big shout out. The highlight clips and the media team have been on point, delivering some incredible footage. The women have stepped up, the men have stepped up, and the media team took note and made sure that they captured all of that footage on on their cameras. Look at 2 drones out there. I think the one, the black one right below is the live feed. The white one is probably capturing some footage for later on for the highlights. Pero en español, aquí tenemos el primer batería, el primer semifinal del campeonato. Tenemos otro semifinal que va a seguir y después el final del Pro Junior. Aquí si estás mirando y si estás en Antofagasta, tienes tiempo a llegar aquí y mirar el final del Pro Junior. El ganador del Pro Junior va a ganar el boleto al el Junior Championships en Portugal. Aquí es muy duro, muy ¿cómo puedo decir? Es una batalla. Shoot, man. Bago, get over here. So, but they're going to battle it out. Sí, hay un boleto a Portugal para ellos si ganan.
You look at Gustavo, you got that 7.5, 6.5, Manny. This is probably the highest scoring score of this morning so far, and definitely that wave of his barrel with a nice clean roll, well awarded 7.5 and a 6.5.
Time's running down right now. Eduardo Guzman with priority if a wave comes in that last 45 seconds and he gets a 6.51, he will be able to get into that second place spot and go into the final. Gustavo there it is, that 7.5 for that barrel to roll combination. That was pretty solid wave right there for Gustavo. Eduardo Guzman with priority, with his head down. He can feel the time just ticking away and nothing's coming. He's going to paddle out just a little bit more, and it looks like Mother Nature is not going to deliver the goods to Eduardo Guzman.
Yeah, it's sinking feeling when you
Oh
need
my
that
gosh.
one wave and you look on the horizon and it's just dead flat. And time running out, 2 seconds, 1-0. So Gustavo Nero winning this heat, Miguel Silva in second place. All right, so that is the end of the first semi-final.
Well, I mean, if you look at the scores, if you watch it on Stacked App, you'll be able to see that Eduardo never really got that high-scoring wave. Gustavo had 2 solid waves. Moises had 1 solid wave, and Eduardo didn't even, he almost got into combination land. All right, ladies and gentlemen, from the Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival, we're going to come back to you with semifinal number 2 right after this.
And welcome back, everybody. Begoña Martinez here with Dion. Dion, it's a pleasure to be here again. So we're looking at the semifinal, second semifinal of this junior local event. Who's going to be granting a free pass for Vienna. That's amazing, huh?
Yeah, that's amazing. It's a good incentive for these kids as well to charge hard, give everything they have, and to try and make it to the finals and eventually win as well. So second semi-final is about to get in the water, and if we can get back into the action, Begonia and I will take you guys through each wave. And as we see the 3 guys sitting in the water, we got in red Sebastian Bailey, in yellow Brandon Lyon, and in yellow Miguel Contreras.
All of them have done a pretty good performance in this event so far, and yeah, they're so stoked. I was talking to them on the interviews, and they're like, "We're so happy to have this chance, you know, to actually earn this free pass." It's really good for these organizers to do these kind of things, you know.
Yeah, but they kind of have their day. This is their day. This is their moment. You know, their own interviews, their own highlight clips, and it really goes well for them. I'm very, very, very stoked for these kids. And they've been charging. It's like 1 to 2 foot, and it's dry most of the time, and they don't care. They're indestructible. They're just loving life, and they're relishing in this opportunity, and they're vying for that first position for that ticket to Portugal, and that's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Brendan Leon already posting a 3.5 and a 3, sitting on 6.5. Miguel, he's with a 3, he's still needing that second wave, and Sebastian Bailey with the 1 and a 0.5. So ample time, 20-minute heats. And how's your take on the event so far? I mean, you've been quite busy interacting with all the ladies, and it's been great to see that. And it's so good to see that women bodyboarding is so healthy and so strong, and some fierce competitors. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the girls have been doing great. I was actually checking the footage from the previous days, and it's amazing, the performance. I really enjoy to be here. And well, para quienes están sintonizando recién ahora, quería dar un pequeño briefing de lo que está pasando. Estamos haciendo un evento corto de los juniors locales para poder otorgar un free pass, o sea, una inscripción al evento de Viana, que es este año la única fecha mundial que se va a tener. Así que todas las personas sintonizando, eso es lo que está pasando ahora, pero tenemos acción en el agua. Dion, take us through that.
All right, Brandon Leon with a quick little takeoff spin, going on the right-hander, rolling off the little soft section. And look at that, just dry, looking for that second roll. There we go, good scoring ride by Brandon Leon.
Pretty good red. It's so hectic in there. You can see. Have you seen the photographers that were standing up on the rocks?
Yeah, I have.
That was crazy.
That's nuts. It's so shallow, and you know, some of these kids just diving head first. You know, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. We're older now, and we don't take these type of risks anymore.
I was thinking the same thing, but wait a minute. It looks like Manny Vargas. It's out there in the beach, ready with the interview. Manny, take it away.
Ok, bueno, bienvenidos. Ok, aquí tenemos el ganador del Semifinal número 1, Gustavo. Ya estás en el final. ¿Estás pensando de ese vuelo que puedes ganar al Championships de Juniors en Portugal, o qué estás pensando?
Yo me logro ganármelo. Estoy muy motivado. Quiero seguir surfeando y darles con todo. Y estoy muy motivado, muy.
Ok, parece que estás muy
enfocado.
Sí.
Muy enfocado.
Ok, mire, ya te voy a dejar a pensar y quedarte enfocado, y suerte.
Gracias. Y un saludo al Club Video, al Arturo y al Claudio, que ellos siempre me han apoyado en todo esto, y que se haga esto posible.
Ahí está. Suerte, hermano. Ok, back to you guys.
All right, back to the live action. Thank you, Manny. The way it's so small, you're having to wear your glasses today.
That was a pretty sick interview from Manny. It's pretty fun to be switching positions here. You do interviews, I do interviews, Manny as well. We comment.
Yeah, it's a good mix, Bego, and just to keep things flowing and everybody on their toes. I think it's a really good mix and a really good team this year as well. It's always a pleasure working with Manny. There's only one Manny, and I've never met someone with so much energy and a zest for life.
Yeah, it's one of a kind. Our Manuel Vargas, coming all the way from California and with a Mexican family. It's a pretty interesting mix in there. We can call him Chicano.
Chicano, I don't think
the
you're gonna
Chicano
like that.
bodyboarding.
The Godfather. All right, guys, 12 minutes left. Brandon Leon still in first place with a very commanding total score of 7.75. Miguel with a 4-point score, and Sebastian Bailey still needing to get that proper first and second score. He needs a 3.01 for that second place, and Miguel needing that 4.76 to advance into first position, with Sebastian kind of currently holding the first priority, Miguel second, and Brendan Leon in first position with the third priority.
Yep, that's what it is. And we were seeing Sebastian Bailey. He was raising his hands to get the situation. Whenever you see the competitors raising their hands, that's what it means. So here it comes. Actually, it's a split peak wave. We saw Sebastian to the right and Brandon to the left. Not much there for Brandon. I don't know if we can see. Tendremos la ola de Sebastian Bailey para la derecha, no sé.
Tough conditions out there, Bego. Tough conditions out there. These guys splitting the peak. Yellow going left, and I think it was red, was it not? Was it Sebastian?
Was Sebastian to the left and Brandon to the right. Let's see. Tendremos la ola de Brandon. Let's see the replay. Yes. Yeah. Oh, it was actually.
Yeah, he's trying that ARS, just not getting much of a section. This is a back to live action. That's blue. Nice, good extended arm roll back into the face. That would put him. That would definitely increase his 1 point right there, and. So far, no scores. There's the judges. Look at all these guys. Rossi, Rousseau, the big guy at the back there, always eating, drinking, and judging. We've got the beach announcers. What a solid crew. Chico keeps them on their toes day in and day out. If they are late, they get a proper rogering. And, man, a lot of energy in that booth.
Chico there saying hi. I gotta love these shots from the drone, man. This is amazing. You guys at home can feel... we are in that little white thing that you can see towards your right. I mean, your left.
To your left.
Yeah.
There's a small container with a white screen. We're sitting, broadcasting live to you guys from the 2018 Antofagasta Bodyboarding Festival. And it's been an absolute pleasure to be here with you guys. Once again, jump onto our socials, follow us, give us a shout out, let us know where you are from. And with less than 10 minutes, Bego, things are looking difficult for Sebastian Bailey. He's got 2 1 point rides, sitting with a total score of 2 points, needing a 3.01 still to get into second point, but he's been holding on to that priority for quite some time.
Yeah, that's amazing. It's still time. Anything can happen. We've seen these kids actually reaping, and it's really rare to see Sebastian Bailey, who actually won his heat, holding the third position with such a low scores. It's really tricky, you know. We gotta say it's a matter of luck, you know. There's always some luck in competition, because it's not a matter of who has the level or not. It's a matter of who gets the best wave and holds the priority and knows how to use the priority, you know. It's not just to block all the riders, it's to use it wisely, to wait or not for the best wave, you know.
Yeah, the priorities there also is red up and riding, nice clean roll. Going down the section, best to try and get out of that, because it's, as you guys can see on the drone footage, that is dry as the Atacama Desert. Now, talking about the Atacama Desert here, Bego, this place is a one color, and that's red and brown, and so one color, which is like a red brownish color, and mountainous as can be. Beautiful place, very arid, very dry, and yet these people are thriving here. A lot of mining activity, mostly copper, and it's just really good to see this city expanding. This is now the richest city in the entire Chile. So, and it's we took a drive through the other day, and it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and there's kids having fun there, trying to catch the drone with a little lasso maneuver there, and very quiet heat, not much happening here. So after this, we're going to be running the finals. So there's going to be a short break. Yesterday's action was incredible, and the day before that, Eda Luciano posting those massive scores in his heat. Big backflips, that typical Brazilian zest to him, and those signature white fins. I think Eda is a really good contender for the Antofagasta title.
Yeah, that's I've seen them taking events with small conditions, and I have seen them surfing all kinds of conditions. It's really versatile. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. The heats for the pro man are looking great, and yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a day full of action. But look at this shot, man. I gotta love this. It's the first day that we are transmitting from the drone, so these kids are pretty lucky actually to get these shots. It's so nice, huh?
That's so nice. They're actually very lucky. Asking for the time. Time remaining in this heat is 7 minutes and 3 seconds.
I always say people probably sometimes they think that junior means kid, but it's amazing the level of surfing they have. They actually sometimes they surf even as good as an open man or an older guy from the open division. We have a very good rider in Iquique named Joaquin Soto. He's actually right now doing he's surfing with a man with the big division, and he's actually beating many of big names. So these kids here might be young, but they're not short-term level.
Yeah, that's good. And it's all about the influence, and the older guys, when you're riding with them, you get better, you get stronger, and they teach you the ropes. They educate you about ocean safety, what lines to use, and just to have older guys being your mentors, you can't ask for anything better.
Look
Once
at the
again-
frustration. I'm sorry to interrupt. Look at the frustration there in Sebastian Bailey. Is hitting the water like, oh my God, send me some waves.
Yeah, he's sitting in third place with third priority with a 3.5 and a 1.0 score, needing that 4.01. So his situation has worsened a bit, and Miguel sitting in second place with a 3.26, needing to advance to first place, with Brendan Leon holding the fort steady with a 7.75. Bego heading into the finals tomorrow with the women's and the top 16 for the men. Let's talk a little bit about what might transpire tomorrow. I mean, we're going to be just be calling out. We are just using our own.
This is dangerous.
Yeah. So please, viewers, do not think that we know what's going to happen. But there's been a couple of standard riders. Let's start with the pro men. There's been a couple of standard riders. Everybody that has made it through to the top 16 can actually win.
Definitely, yeah. We have some big names. I mean, everyone's been surfing amazing here, and this wave can deliver great conditions. So yeah, it's anything can happen. But I don't know. I don't dare to say any name. I just so far the girls, we have Alexandra with against Claire McGowan from England, the sole English woman
the
competitor.
only English competitor.
And we have, look at that. That shot is so good. Guys, this is such a beautiful structure. And you can see there's a scenario there. We're going to have bands tonight. And so I'm sorry to change the subject, but it was worth to talk about what we're looking on the screen. But wait a minute, there's something coming up there for the guys. It was going straight to the cheese grater there.
Definitely. Any favorites? Anybody who would actually want to see win this event in the pro men, and then we'll switch over and we'll talk about the women's division. So if you would have to call it, and I know it's always not the easiest thing, but if you have to call it now, saying, well, these are my top 3 guys or my top 4 guys, this is what I would see maybe my semifinals or final would look like, who would it be?
Oh my God! Oh, it's gotta be Tristan. Tristan, Ian, Alan Munoz, and probably Yuri Badalao.
Yeah,
That's
interesting.
that's my call.
Interesting. That's actually a very good call. I mean, those are the names right up there, right up there. I would like Maxime Castillo to actually
Maxime, I was
get
thinking
right
about
up there.
him, I swear, yeah.
Seasoned veteran. He's always been on the tour a very long time, and this small dude that he is, he absolutely shreds. And good roll there by Sebastian Bailey. He must be feeling a little bit better.
Oh my God,
I'm not
that
sure
might
if
gave
it was
him.
completed. He's asking the judges what's happening there.
He needs a 4. That might give him that score. You never know. That's gonna be epic if he makes it.
Yeah, he got stuck a little bit in the white water there, Bega. So let's have a jump back to the replay, and then maybe we can have a look-see. Currently, not much happening. Not much happening. It's a quiet session. This waves are just yellow. Here we go. Brandon, our heat leader. Nice roll. Look at the photographer standing on the reef, just to indicate you guys how small and how shallow it is.
Just doing their jobs. The unknown heroes. Pablo Jimenez, a photographer, water photographer, and Cristian Cubelli, filmmaker from here from Antofagasta. Pablo is actually from the 5th region, which is close to Santiago. It's very far away from here. But they're the man on terms of water shooting. Those two in there.
All right, Blue up and riding. That's Miguel. Nice little section. Good clean roll. Gets back into it and bumps out. Good call jumping out of that one. Straight into the shallow waters. Yellow, Brendan Leon, looking at that one, nice. Whoa, look at that, good clean flip, jumps around. That should increase his score from his 3.5, stamping his authority. Oh, yes, red, nice little right hand ball.
Oh, no.
Good clean roll, still going. Getting out of that one.
What?
It's unbelievably shallow right there, and you just saw again the water photographer jumping off the ledge as he was taking the photo. Take us through this replay.
That was a very well executed backflip there for Brandon Lyon, who I think that's why he's the leader of the series. Wait a minute, that will be the answer of Sebastian Bailey. I don't know if he's not gonna give him the 4 he needs. I don't think so. And Brandon, that was a pretty interesting waves change in there. But I definitely think Brandon's gonna switch to that 3.5 and increase his total and leave Miguel Contreras and Sebastian Bailey on hard sport to get the first position. That's what it's. Oh my God! It's only 45 seconds left.
Yeah, 45 seconds to the end of the heat. Miguel holding that priority, but a priority doesn't count much right now because the waves are so small and so inconsistent. But when that better one comes through, Bego, he will be having first option to take that. And Brendan, just waiting for the score to drop. I think that flip might have increased at 3.5. Beach announcer is talking about that right now. 22 seconds to go. And it might just be the end of the road for Sebastian. Oh, situation change. Look at that. A 4.5 and a 3.5 for Miguel with an 8-pointer. Now we're waiting for Brendan's score. Boom, back into first place with a 6 and a 4.25.
Oh, yeah,
definitely increase his lead. And with 4 seconds to go, the end of the heat. Bego, take us on your recap of that heat.
Yeah, that was a pretty tough heat between Brandon and Miguel. But it looks like the final results are Brandon advancing and Miguel as well. We're gonna take a short 5 minutes break before the final heat, and we're gonna see the highlights from yesterday.
That's
so
correct.
The move, please stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned, and we'll get back to you after the highlights of the day 4 from the 2018 Antofagasta Bodyboarding Festival.
Hola amigos, aquí estamos en el Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival y en Feria del Mar. Los invito a todos aquí, tenemos actividades por los niños, la familia y todos. Por favor, vengan. Hoy el mundial, muy pequeñas las olas, pero sigue mañana con los juniors y también tenemos bandas aquí, seguro, tenemos sonidos, bandas de todas partes de Chile. Los invito, vengan.
Buena cabros, mi nombre es Víctor Orozco, soy skater profesional. Los quiero dejar todos invitados acá al Mundial de Body, aquí en la ciudad de Antofagasta.
Integrante de Playground Banda que estuvo invitada a las serenatas junto al mar, enmarcada en el Festival de Bodyboard de Antofagasta, que estuvo espectacular y continúa durante el fin de semana. Estamos muy agradecidos por el espacio, ha estado súper lindo.
right, well, welcome back, folks. It is, of course, the Super Saturday on the Sand here at the 2018 Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival. Tez McKenna and, of course, Dion Meyer taking us through the what is the Grommet Day here at La Cupla.
Yeah, La Cupla, guys. Welcome back. It's time for the finals, Tez, and it's going to be an absolute cracker. These kids have been laying it all out, hitting the reefs, getting back up, swimming back out there, and they are frosting for this final.
It's awesome because we're actually seeing the stars of tomorrow here today at La Cupla, and we got the top 4 decided. Dion, who we got coming up in the final, mate?
Yeah, we got Gustavo Nera. He's been very consistent as well. And then a standout for me personally is Brandon Lyon. He also won the previous heat, got some good scores. Miguel, he's also been on form, and Rodrigo Silva.
It is going to be fantastic. Let's throw it down to the winner of the previous heat. It's Begonia having a bit of a talk with Brandon Leon. Where you at?
Thanks a lot, guys. We're here once again with Brandon Leon. Brandon, un paso más, one step closer to get there to Portugal, to Viana. How do you feel at this point, and what's your strategy knowing the waves are kind of hard right now? ¿Cuál es tu estrategia sabiendo que las olas están así de difíciles, y cómo te sientes ahora?
Hola, buenas. Muy contento, me siento feliz. Me tocaron con unos contrincantes de mi mismo club, Miguel Ángel con Sebastián. Estuvo muy peleada. Bueno, mi estrategia es no esperar tanto a la ola, que igual está bajísima la ola potencial. Invitar a toda la comunidad antofagastina a venir en el festival, que está hermoso, está motivador, y eso, me siento contento.
Oh, he says he's really happy, and his next strategy is just to not weigh that much because it's really slow, so he's got to mark as much as he can. And he's just leaving an invitation to all the Antofagasta community to come and join this event. ¿Qué te parece la iniciativa de este evento de regalar un viaje completo con todo pagado para ir al evento, el único evento mundial que va a haber para tu categoría? ¿Cómo se siente saber que tienes eso aquí en casa y que es algo tan grande?
Bueno, se siente bueno, es una motivación llegar a Portugal, a Viana, a participar en el mundial, y bueno que el Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival dé esta oportunidad para viajar allá a Portugal.
Oh, I asked him how does he feels to have a free trip, because that's what they're getting a free trip with everything over to Viana, which is a single competition this year for junior division. So he says it's amazing to have this opportunity. Someone to say hi or thanks at this point, alguien quien saludar, a quien decirle gracias.
A mis amigos, a mi familia que me está apoyando, mi hermano, mi sobrino, a mi papá, a mi mamá que me están viendo por la transmisión en vivo. Y nada, contento.
Well, congratulations, felicitaciones, y lo mejor de la suerte es para el resto de las competencias. Back to you guys with the final.
Yeah, thank you very much, Begonia, and with a very super stoked Brandon Leon, who will now burn back out into the lineup for the kids final. And I tell you what, one of these guys is going to be going to the World Junior Championships in Viana in Portugal a little later on this year, Dion. That is a fantastic prize.
Amazing incentive, Tez. And you know what, you can see by the way they've been surfing this morning that they're really hungry for this, and it's a golden opportunity. You know, most of them don't have the financial means to get there, and you know what, congratulations to whoever wins this. It's well deserved, and we'll see you in Portugal.
Yeah, I mean, it's a $2,000 plus prize, so this is a really significant sort of a incentive that Arturo and the guys are offering here, so it's pretty incredible stuff. I mean, this is more than just a bodyboarding contest. This is a real celebration in beach culture here in Chile. I mean, there's so much happening behind us at the moment, Dion.
Yeah, it's busy. I don't know if you guys can hear banging, clanging noises. That is actually guys right behind us slamming that half pipe to pieces, and they are ripping. The skateboarders are doing a fantastic job, and apparently second to bodyboarding, the next best sport in Chile is skateboarding. Did you know that?
Yeah, Chile has some incredible skateboard riders, and most of them are going to be here tomorrow for what will be an incredible sort of a show, that's for sure. So skateboarding, surfing, we've got a circus act happening, and a whole bunch of other stuff as well. I think we got a roving camera. We got Manny Vargas with Arturo Soto. He's out there somewhere, and I'm pretty sure that we're going to throw it over to Manny, who's out the back there with Arturo Soto. Manny Vargas, take it away.
Where are you, Manny?
Hola, amigos. Welcome, everybody. This is Manny V, and we are here with Arturo Soto, the main guy who's putting this Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival together. Arturo, ¿en español?
En español, por supuesto.
Okay, so aquí estamos con ¿qué digo? No, sí eres el jefe, pero tú y tu equipo están haciendo aquí el Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival, el equipo.
Exactamente, primero agradecer a todas las personas que están aquí acompañándonos y esta se ha logrado gracias a un gran equipo de trabajo acá en Antofagasta que da vida a este torneo mundial y también a todas las personas que trabajan en las diferentes áreas, comunicaciones, en la feria, las personas que arman la estructura, un gran equipo que le da vida a este increíble certamen y ahora que estamos en la gran final de Junior del Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival.
Ok, y explica sobre los juniors. Aquí los juniors, estoy diciendo en el vivo que Chile tiene un equipo de bodyboard que está una fuerza duro del mundial. Y aquí comienza con los clubs de Chile. Explica sobre los clubs.
Así es, aquí en Antofagasta el bodyboard es un deporte más importante que el fútbol, de hecho, por el impacto social que ha causado aquí en nuestra ciudad. Y estos chicos que vienen de sectores bien complicados, sectores vulnerables, el bodyboard es una oportunidad de vida para ellos. Ahora se la están jugando por un pasaje a Portugal con todo pagado, entonces estamos muy contentos de eso, que estos chicos puedan ir al viejo continente, conocer otras realidades y todo eso gracias al bodyboarding. Cuando tú sales de tu lugar y vas a un lugar como Portugal o Francia, si llegas con una visión totalmente diferente a tu ciudad y eso es súper importante y el bodyboard puede causar eso. Ahora, cuando un niño se conecta con el océano, su calidad de vida sube mucho, entonces estamos muy contentos de amplificar este deporte en la no solo en la ciudad, sino que en nuestro país y también en el mundo, así que sabemos que el bodyboarding es una herramienta importante para generar cambios, sobre todo en las personas más jóvenes.
Y aquí el Bodyboard Mundial es un parte que tenemos aquí en el Feria del Mar. Explica a todo que están mirando qué tenemos aquí en la Ola Cúpula y los otros playas sobre el Feria del Mar.
Exactamente, hemos aprendido a trabajar en colaboración y este evento internacional lo producen 60 organizaciones sociales que son las que trabajamos para darle vida a este evento y lo hacemos con las ganas de poder dar visibilidad a otros deportes, no solo al bodyboarding. Antes el bodyboarding era un deporte desconocido, ahora es uno de los deportes más conocidos de la ciudad. ¿Y por qué no hacer lo mismo con los otros deportes que ustedes ven acá alrededor, el crossfit, parkour y diferentes otros deportes que también están participando en este campeonato mundial y tienen esta vitrina internacional? Y tenemos la Feria del Mar, donde diferentes organizaciones que trabajan en el borde costero participan en esta feria porque quieren enseñar a todos lo importante que es nuestro océano. Entonces el Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival es algo muy importante en la ciudad, ya que da visibilidad a diferentes actores sociales y también mostramos al mundo, Antofagasta al mundo de lo más bello que tenemos, que es nuestro océano.
Y también están prometiendo, haciendo promociones del tourism aquí también.
Exactamente, nosotros estamos trabajando para que Antofagasta se convierta en un polo económico y el bodyboard y el tipo de olas que tenemos en la ciudad son muy buenas, o sea, tenemos 20 olas de nivel profesional dentro de Antofagasta, y si en Hawái estos deportes mueven económicamente mucho dinero desde el turismo, ¿por qué no hacerlo aquí en Antofagasta si tenemos olas similares y un clima como este casi todo el año? Entonces estamos abriendo la mentalidad de nuestras autoridades. Ellos también están viendo que el bodyboarding se ha convertido en una herramienta importante para abrir nuevos polos económicos en nuestra ciudad, y no solamente la minería, sino que un polo más amable como es el turismo, que lo que hace es mejorar los servicios y eso impacta directamente a la calidad de vida de la comunidad. Así que estamos muy contentos con lo que está pasando, con un sueño que comenzó muy chiquitito y que ahora se ha convertido en algo muy importante, no solamente para la ciudad, sino que para el país.
All right, if you're just watching right now, I'm going to try to translate that. I totally forgot to translate, but in English, it pretty much says that they have a pretty awesome structure of bodyboarding communities. They're called bodyboarding clubs, and there's about 4 or 5 of them here in Antofagasta, and they're all teaching their young students not only about bodyboarding but conservation, and bringing those things that they learn from the outside back here, and just making sure that everybody's on the same page about bodyboarding, conservation, and everything else when it comes to the ocean. Plus, we're here for the next couple days, bringing you the Festival of the Sea. So come down here if you're in the Antofagasta area, and I think we are ready to roll. Yo creo estamos listos para preparar y we're ready to start.
Ok, vamos a comenzar con la gran final y en pocos segundos, así que todos invitados a que vengan aquí a la fiesta mundial del bodyboarding que está pasando en Playa Yacolén.
All right, there you go. Tessa, Dion, bring us up to speed. What's in store for the finals here at the Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival?
All right, well, muchas gracias, Manuel Vargas. Muy bien. And, of course, we're just about to get into the Pro Junior final here at Antofagasta. Up for grabs, well, you can hear it in the background. The final of the Pro Junior heat is underway, Dion, and this is going to be spectacular. Let's go out into the water and have a look at what's happening out there in the water and check out conditions for this final heat of day number 6 here at the Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival. Okay, ooh, straight to work in the white singlet is Brandon Leonce. Brandon has been in fantastic form and up and riding. That looked like Gustavo just bailing out of that one, but these waves are breaking right on the rocks here, Dion, and it's a tricky lineup, mate, to say the least.
It's a tricky lineup, Tez. These kids have been laying it all on the line. And even the photographers jumping off the ledges as like grab a quick photo and then jump back off. And this is the final. This is the time for these boys to shine. And they are looking forward to this. We are looking forward to this. And as we see Blue up and riding, that's Miguel Silva. He's been very consistent with a good little roll and just kicking out. And Gustav just getting a incomplete 1 point ride for his previous wave. So it's going to be a busy heat. 4.75 for Brandon Leon's opener, and still, this guy has been the most consistent out of all of them, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to be taking the win for the day so far.
All right, Dion Hill, back in the hot seat right here with you. But check it out, the final underway, 25-minute heats, and Terry McKenna is going to head up into the rafters to make sure everything is under control. Our APB operations manager holding it down here for just making sure everything's running smooth. He's going to head back up with the judges to make sure everything is rocking. So, Dion, I'm excited about what these guys can do on the waves when they come in, but right now it looks like a lake out there.
Yeah, it looks like a lake. They might as well have a little hand line and try to catch some fish in between sets. But it's that flat. But Manny, we've seen Brandon opening his account with that solid 4.75 score, and even in comparison to yesterday and the day before when there was a little bit of a pulse, this is a very respectable good score, and these kids are riding really well, and I'm excited to see one of these 4 heading to Viana in Portugal.
And that's the thing, I mean, they know what's on the line right now, and they're going to do everything they can, but it's going to be very difficult and very tricky right now to be able to get that prize to the Pro Junior Championships in Viana. Right now, Brandon Leon with that 4.75, if Mother Nature decides to take a nap for the next 22 minutes, which is totally possible, he's going to look very solid to take that win. But everybody on here is still looking for another solid wave. Miguel Silva, he has that 3.25, Gustavo, and Miguel still waiting to clock in a solid run.
Yeah, I guess patience is key as well in the next 22 minutes. Miguel holding that priority. It's a 4-man heat, so there's not as many waves, so these guys will be hustling for that wave for sure. And I think priority in this heat is key. Gustavo sitting with that second priority, Moises with 4th, and Brandon with 3rd. These guys might just be battling out till the death and the last minute.
It looks like they're trying to summon Mother Nature to kick up some swell to pulse through here. And you know what? In these kind of conditions, 2.5 waves could advance you onto that first place spot and win this thing. And that is totally possible. If any rideable wave comes in, they have to go for it. They have to do something. And the priority system in play right now is going to actually be very advantageous if you got those big scores and you have priority. But right now you can see these guys chit-chatting away saying, what the heck is going on? We need some waves to come in right now.
Right now. And you can also see how clear the water is and how shallow it is where they are sitting right now. The swell a little bit lumpy, not the best direction as well. You'll see the guys usually sitting bit more to the left and a bit more to the right, so it's very scattered. It's kind of just like being in the right place at the right time, and you know, they would just have to be lucky enough to be in that position, Manny. So no changes yet, no waves yet, but this drone footage is amazing. These drone pilots are really on point, and just giving us a little bit of a rider perspective of what's happening here. Alright guys, with 20 minutes to go, welcome to the 2018 Antofagasta Bodyboarding Festival. This is the Pro Junior Final. The winner here will get a golden ticket all the way to Vienna and a golden opportunity to travel, and most of them haven't even ever left the country, and this is an all Chilean affair, so it's all on the wire for these local kids. And there we go, amazing drone footage again, just showing the water, showing the shallowness and the clarity that is here in Antofagasta.
Wow, 10 minutes have passed. Actually, I apologize. It looks like we do have 5 minutes have passed out in the water. Brandon Lyon with that 4.75 is, man, I talk about it often, I call it the GTS, the Guilherme Temega strategy, and it's essentially once the horn starts, you do everything possible to get any type of score that rolls in, any wave that rolls in within that first couple minutes or first minute if possible, and just to have something to build on, because if you end up with like in Miguel Contreras' situation, here he goes up and riding.
Yeah, Miguel,
nice clean turn.
Yes, there we go, good clean roll, and he'll be looking for that second maneuver, but you just can't, because it's basically dry on that second section, man.
It's crazy how far these guys will take it onto the reef to get those couple extra points, but man, with the ticket to ride all the way to Vienna, anything, these guys are going to put it all on the line. So Brandon Lyon with his second wave, this right here is super. I mean, he's doing it right. Even though it was a small wave, he put together a combination of spins, and that is going to be his second score. And this is Moises Silva on his second wave, coming all the way to the inside and kicks out. If I was Moises, even a spin, even a reverse or something, just to add a little bit more to his second wave, because we don't know what Mother Nature is going to do.
That's it, and we got Red Gustavo with a good roll on a nice looking right hander, just throwing his board and ducking out there, probably saying how's it to the reef. And yellow, oh, nice drone footage. Here we go, Miguel.
Nice roll right there.
Yes, there we go. He holds on to that. Ah, that is just bone dry. It is probably ankle deep. Here we go, Moises on another nice, good-looking left-hander. Can he get around that section, Manny? That is key. It's doubling up a little bit. Yes, there we go. And he would get a nice section and finishing it off with this forward spin.
That's going to be definitely a good score for Moises. Not one of the better waves of the heat, but it is a move that he is. I've seen him do it all morning long, and he's been pretty consistent on that left. So we'll see him on that left most of the time. Man, these skateboarders are having a fill down the half pipe behind us. It's pretty cool to watch. Some of them are actually pretty good.
Yeah, they are pretty damn good to be honest. And we just had a quick chat with Tez, and I think you were with me. Glenn mentioned that after bodyboarding, skateboarding in Chile is the second biggest sport within the youth and the growing culture. All right, some scores dropping here, and Brandon letting go of that one. He still needs that second score, Manny. He's sitting on that 4.75. And Moises with that 3.25, still also needing that second backup score. Gustavio still trailing, he needs to get on the board, and Miguel still waiting for his score to drop off his previous wave.
All right, if you're following us in the Stacked app right now, it's showing 11 minutes in the app, but add another 5 more minutes on that, because we did move this to a 25-minute heat. So what you see on your screen on the monitor is the right time, 16 minutes, 5 seconds. Looks like there's a little bit of paddling going on the outside. Gustavo feels like he sees something, but no, you can see from this angle right here, they are just waiting patiently, and they're all hungry. They're all putting it on the line right now. I don't think the reef even exists in their mind when they're on these waves.
No, it does not. It does not. Winning exists, and that golden opportunity to join the pros, to join the World Tour at the Pro Junior Finals in Viana in Portugal. That is a golden opportunity, no matter where you're from or no matter who you are. If you're a keen bodyboarder and you've worked your way to get through to the final like these 4 kids, Manny, it's all or nothing.
Oh man, I would just have a heart attack out there in this situation where there's just a few waves, and any wave is able to produce a 4, maybe a 5-point ride, and you can see by the needs how many points they need to get into that either first place spot for Brandon Leon, but Moises and Gustavo, those needs are what they need to get into that second place spot. But it's all about, I could be wrong, those are the points they need for first place. Here we go, up and riding, Moises Silva coming around the section, nice section, throws an ARS, but cannot pull it around. That reverberating wave off of the reef is throwing some of these waves to pull up a nice section, but if you're going to land, you got to be able to be ready for that little warble to come up and possibly knock you off your board, just like we've seen right there from Moises.
Yeah, that's correct. And also just the lack of speed, it's also very detrimental to that. And Manny, if you look at the scores, Miguel has moved up into first place with 2 4-point rides. So he was trailing at the back, trailing. All of a sudden, bang, 2 back-to-back waves, 2 4-pointers, and there we go. Brandon back into first place with a 8-pointer, and Miguel with an 8-pointer as well. So currently, first and second is equal. Moises sitting with a 6.15, needing that 4.76 for second place, and Gustavo Nera trailing in fourth place with a 4.5 and a 1.0. He will be looking to better that second wave, and he needs that 3.51 for third place. Here we go. Talk about the devil. That's Gustavo. Good, clean ARS. Can he hold on to his board? A little bit sloppy, but man, you got to hold on for dear life over there. And it's not the best place to be. Oh, white on a nugget.
Brandon Leon, the winner of the last 2 heats, actually won his round 1 and won the semifinal that he was in. So Brandon Leon looking solid, but man, that last wave from Gustavo was pretty good too.
Yeah, I would be keen to see what the judges are going to give both these guys. If I was a betting man, like I said, I would think Brandon's flip was a bit better than I think it was Moises, if I'm not wrong. Yes, if you've just joined us a little bit late, welcome though the 2018 Antofagasta Bodyboarding Festival. This is the Pro Junior final of the event and the last heat of the day. Tomorrow things are looking up and it's going to be an absolute cracker day tomorrow. Manny, your thoughts about tomorrow?
Yeah, I talked to a couple of the locals and they said it's going to be on the smaller side in the early morning, but then the pulse for that swell rolling in on Monday and Tuesday will start to show around 9 o'clock and be increasing throughout the morning, throughout the day. So that's going to be pretty fun to watch. We're going to see round 6 of the men's is what we will see, as well as the semifinals of the women's division. And it was pretty cool. We had sushi with the women's contingent last night with the APB and the event organizers, and the group photo of a few of the girls. Next thing you know, I look up, I'm like, whoa, this is the semifinal right here lined up.
And a bunch of lovely, lovely, lovely ladies. So humble, so true, and fierce competitors. You won't even say that out of the water, but when they are in the water, Manny, they are brutally fierce.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell there's a couple of them that were very focused. There was a bottle of wine on the table, and there's a couple that said, no, I'm still in the contest. I'm going to hold off until it is over. So that's not going to happen until tomorrow afternoon when we finish off the event here in Antofagasta with the men's final and the women's final. That'll be coming up tomorrow. But right now, out in the water, 11 minutes and 28 seconds remaining. Wow, 5.15 for Brandon Leon. Is that right there is going to be pretty solid, but Moises clocked in that 6.25.
Yeah, Moises getting the better of that exchange and just holding on to that second place, needing a 3.66, Manny, and that's nothing. That is nothing. We've seen that is absolutely nothing right now, and Brendan Leon very consistent throughout the whole event so far. Gustav Neira and Miguel Contreras, they are not out of the contest either. So Miguel with 2 4-point rides, sitting with a total score of 8 point, needing that 5.91, and Gustavo with that 9-point score, needing a 5.41, and Moises for first place, he needs a 3.66. and it's all out on the line, a little bit quiet in the water, which is a bit disappointing. I mean, you can have a beautiful event set up and you just can't control Mother Nature. That's just one of the things.
Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing that we can't control when it comes to events that, involve Mother Nature. We can't control her. But yeah, I mean, there are some waves coming in for the finalists out in the water right now for the Pro Junior. Again, up for grabs is a one-way ticket to Viana, the Pro Junior Championships going down, I believe, in... Oh, gosh. I'm not 100% sure, but go to the APB Tour Facebook page. Oh, man, I'm ashamed. I should know that. But, yeah, Brandon Leon currently looking solid. But Moises, he needs that 3.66 to get into that first place spot. And if I'm doing the numbers right, it looks like, Gustavo Nera is showing he needs a 5.41 to get into that first place spot, and 5.91 to get into that first place spot for Miguel Contreras. So yeah, did you pull up the dates?
I pull up the dates, and your defending champion, which is Ian Campbell at the Viana World Bodyboarding Championship. So that will take place on the 24th to the 30th of September. And that at Arda Beach, Viana, Portugal. And before that, 11th to the 16th, we've got also defending champion Ian Campbell defending a back-to-back title, and that will take place 11th to the 16th, and that's Sintra, Portugal. A little bit of action here. That is Yellow Miguel just popping out of that one, Manny.
We're looking at 8 minutes 50 seconds remaining out in the water right now. That's how much time is left in the heat. This final was created with 20 minutes, but they added 5 more minutes for this final to make sure they get the full opportunity to show the world what they've got. What a great pan shot right here. And by, another hour or so, it's going to be packed with people taking advantage of everything that they have here. And pretty cool that they talk about conservation. We got, there's some Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival merchandise over there. Did you pick up that sweater over there just now?
Yeah, I actually ordered it 2 days ago.
Oh.
And I thought I will support the locals as well. And Manny, $10 for this amazing hoodie.
What?
I'm way stoked on this. Look at that.
No way.
Yeah, didn't have my size, but the lady went, she printed it, and bang, here we go. That's yellow up and riding, not up and riding anymore. But yeah, I would advise anybody that's down here in the contest area, please come and support these guys. There's a lot of community-based projects running within the 2018 Antofagasta Bodyboarding Festival, and it's just an amazing place to be. Everybody's so humble, everybody's so friendly, and you be treated like rock stars no matter where you go, and it just shows how much they value international support and how much they value an event of this scale.
Well, 7 minutes. You can see the crew on the rocks right here supporting their very own. It's an all Chilean final here in the Pro Juniors in the Antofagasta, but I think it's we got a couple of Rica kids out there and some of the local kids. Here we go, up and riding. Gustavo Nera, drop it in. Doesn't look like it's going to shape up. Priority will drop to 4th priority for Gustavo. And it looks like, streaking across the screen right there. Not much there. So now priority is going to be very tricky. We got about 6 minutes, 50 seconds remaining out in the water. 5 minutes were added to this final to make sure everybody has that opportunity to pull off their best moves, especially with 4 people out there in these conditions. So good job to the judges and operations manager to make sure they add on a few more minutes to make sure everybody has the opportunity to show what they've got. Look at that. Moises Silva in that first place spot. Blues jersey. Brandon Leon only needs, look at the scores. He's actually looking very solid right now. The scores needed for those other riders to get into that first place spot are kind of high right now in these conditions, but totally possible, of course, from Moises Silva showing you a 6.25 is possible. But man, that is a pretty strong lead coming down to the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, Manny, that is very strong lead. Brandon Leon has been in first place and in second place, so a really good tussle between Moises and Brandon. But Gustavo and Miguel really have their work cut out for them. Both needing a 7.26 and Miguel in the higher sevens with a 7.76. So definitely a lot of work for these boys. Miguel holding on to that priority. Brandon sitting with that second priority. But, you know, you just have to take the waves that actually come your way right now. And, you know, with 5 minutes and 23 seconds to go, it's difficult. It's slow. It's hard out there. And I'm sure these guys will be a little bit frustrated, but they will be extremely stoked to have their own day of competition with their own highlights reel and their post-heat interviews. And you can just see by the smiles on their faces that they're absolutely loving it.
5 minutes coming down, 5 minutes to go in this final. Again, if you're in the stacked app, it will show 0, but we do have 5 minutes to go. We did add 5 minutes at the last minute. Look at that, a big ARS. Brandon Lyon looking for a 6.61.
And a roll on the dry reef.
Oh, my goodness.
He's standing up there.
What? Look how shallow it is right there. He's less than knee-deep of water on the shallows, and that's what these kids are putting on the line right there, just putting it, going absolutely crazy on the shallow reef. I can't believe Brandon Lyon didn't get his head chopped off.
Look at this. Really good flip. I think you might just get that 6.61. A lot of projection, landing straight into flat with a quick turnaround and trying that roll right on the dry reef. Nuts. Absolutely nuts.
That was insane. That definitely is going to be one of the highest scores from Brandon Lyon. 6.61 is what he's after. Look at the riders outside waiting for those scores to drop. Miguel Contreras frustration.
Oh, it's got it with a 7.25.
What? Oh my, you can see him right there. He is stoked. Brandon Lyon, a 7.25 in the last 5 minutes. Oh my goodness. Now, it is Moises Silva needing a 6.16. Gustavo Nera, 7.91. And Miguel Contreras, he is, look at this. Here we go. Here's that 7.25. Perfectly executed ARS lands, and he had, oh my God, right over the rocks, just punches through the whitewash and forces that roll. Wow, Brandon Lyon is stoked right now. Here we go. Miguel Contreras answering back. He needs it at 8.41 or to better his 4-point rides, and that is a nice ARS. Look how shallow it is right there. You can see it from the drone. That is crazy. These kids are maniacs.
Loco, I tell you.
3 minutes coming around the section. Gustavo Nera. That is going to be a solid roll. Well executed, getting out of there before the shallows. Here's another look at Moises Silva looking for a 6.16.
Trying that ARS as well. He managed to get it on a long left-hander. Let's see if there's a second roll. It might. But that one from Brandon Lyon, 7.25, one of the highest scores of the day so far. It's going to take a little bit more than that, Moises, to try and catch up with Brandon. You need a 6.16, and Gustavo and Miguel, they have the work definitely cut out for them with a 7.9 and an 8.41 with 2 minutes and 28 seconds to go. Brandon Lyon holding priority, holding first place, and we might just see our Antofagasta champion right there, but it's only over once it's over, Manny.
Yeah, 2 minutes to go. If Brandon can hold on to that first place spot, he would have dominated this Pro Junior, winning his round 1 heat, winning the semifinal heat, and here he is marching forward to possibly win the Pro Junior finals here at the Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival.
That is correct. I bet you he's nervous as all hell right now, hoping that there's no waves coming through so his competitors cannot improve their scores. And we've seen with these guys, each and every one of them have the moves in the bag, and they can take that lead with one fell swoop.
That's right. I mean, 6.25 was Moses' last wave, Moises, and now he only needs a 6.16 for first. Miguel Contreras, 7.41. I mean, there's enough, actually there isn't enough time for him to catch 2 new waves to get into that, closer to that potential. 1.25, I mean 1 minute and 25 seconds remaining. Oh my, Gustavo Nera, 7.91. Ah, man, very tough conditions, but you know what? They had to get the show underway, and they had to put everything on the line, and it was Brandon Lyon who was coming up with the gold.
You know what, Manny, these kids, they have been stepping up, and they have been showing the world that they are here to mean business. And how lovely has it been to see them absolutely smashing it. This is Brandon Lyon holding that All right, giving it to Moises. Is this a mistake? Is this a mistake? Was Brandon holding that priority? Moises going for the roll. Nah, not getting that 6.16. So once again, what's up with Antofagasta? Everything coming down to the last minute. A lot of nerves, a lot of action. And this is what it's all about. This is bodyboarding. Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again with 30 seconds to go to the last heat and the junior finals of the 2018 Antofagasta Bodyboarding Pro.
Pancho, si puedes quedar con el blanco porque parece que sí va a ganar. Pancho con el blanco. But it looks like Brandon Lyon, he is coming down to the wire of winning this heat here and winning the final in the juniors division. Oh my, he is pumped, and you can see everybody is going to huddle around him, congratulate him. But yeah, this is it. He is stoked, ladies and gentlemen. Your junior winner here at the 2018 Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival, Brandon Lyon, winning today and winning the golden ticket to the Vienna Pro Junior World Championships. And wow, congratulations. The crowd and his friends are very happy on the beach. Look at him. He is stoked.
He is happy, man. He well deserved, well served throughout this entire event, winning his heat, showing his consistency, very calm and composed. Brandon Lyon, you have won yourself a ticket to Vienna, and we are very proud of you. And this is the end of the heat, and this has been amazing. It's been down to the wire with virtually no waves, no water. The photographers jumping off the shelves.
Well, he is one of the local kids. He comes to us from Antofagasta and Club Budeo, which is just down the road, and he's one of Arturo Soto's proteges here in Antofagasta. So it's great to have, winning an event in your backyard is like nothing else that you can ask for.
There's no better feeling, and you know what? Well deserved. Jumping onto that jet ski for a quick victory lap. You know what? His friends are all down at the beach, lining up, waiting to congratulate Brandon Lyon. And Manny, what a day it's been, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be an absolute cracker if this is anything to go by.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing an increase in swell in the forecast, so it's going to be very exciting to see the men's and women's division finishing off the competition here in Antofagasta. So make sure you stay tuned on the APB Facebook page. That's where we're going to give you all the info on when these guys and girls will be going out tomorrow. And we'll be bringing you the live feed live from Antofagasta. A little victory lap. It looks like the jet ski guys are going down the beach to avoid that reef, and you can see them cut into the keyhole, this little area right here, and they're going to drop him off so he can get into... Why did he jump off?
You can ride it in, my man. You can ride it in.
No, they're going to bring him all the way in. They probably thought he was going to drop him off. But we're going to bring him in, and Begonia is going to interview Brandon Lyon before we sign off here. But another beautiful day in Antofagasta. The sun has been out pretty much every single day. I can tell by the color of your face.
Why, thanks, man. It must be my red beer that's helping. Yes, definitely the sun-kissed nose and the sun-kissed face. And what a place.
Yeah.
Man. What a place. Look at him. He is happy as can be. And well-deserved once again. This guy served his heart out, taking all the risks, flipping onto dry rock. And that local knowledge definitely has paid off for him.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, he's the beach down the way. Club Budeo is in front of another wave. It's about 5 minutes, maybe 10-minute drive up the coast. But, I mean, he's, I'm sure, spending a lot of time here at La Ola de Cupola, getting some practice runs in. But here he comes, Brandon Lyon, local kid. And there's Contreras, Miguel Contreras, giving him a congratulations. So what a phenomenal event. Yeah, it was a great showing. And you know what? The waves were small, but the show still has to go on. So you can't blame the ocean. You still have to go out there and compete for it.
Many small waves, big waves.
Oh,
These
look at
kids
that.
provided us world-class riding. And it's safe to say that our future, the Chilean future and the junior future, is in good hands. And these guys can only go from strength to strength.
And you know what? He is, I guarantee you, he's not afraid to hit the big stuff, too. Because here in Antofagasta, 90% of the waves are reef waves. So if you're going to grow up riding reefs, you're not going to be afraid. There he is, Brandon Lyon, getting held up high, Club Budeo representative, and there's Arturo Soto, the organizer. He is proud right now of his protege, Brandon Lyon, for winning the juniors.
He's
this
beaming,
is it.
Beaming from ear to ear. Look at that. Happy. You know what? He's going to Portugal.
Are they playing?
They're playing. Queen, we are the champions.
I don't know if you can hear the music in the background, but they're bringing in the local kid from Antofagasta and the juniors getting ready for the interview. And Terry McKenna right there in the action, operation manager for the APB. And it looks like we're getting set up to get the interview with Brandon Lyon. But, man, what a strong finish. And it looks like there's the ticket right there in Begonia's hand. She wishes she had it. I wish I had it.
I think we all do. All a little bit of envious of Brandon. But well done, mate.
So it looks like, they're getting set up downstairs right now for that interview. But the ticket is getting ready to be presented over to Brandon Lyon. And it looks like I'm looking for my radio that I gave away. So Poncho's just going to tell me right here. But, another phenomenal day here in Antofagasta.
Yeah, it's been magic since day one, and it's going to be magic now. It's going to be magic this evening and magic tomorrow. So, guys, please stay tuned. Once we log in tomorrow morning, follow all our socials. Make sure you will have a front seat for the 2018 Antofagasta Bodyboarding Finals. This is finals day as of tomorrow. We have officially crowned our junior champ, Brandon Lyon, and well served. He took those risks and he's persevered, and there he is on the podium. Congratulations, my man.
All right, looks like I'm trying to get Poncho here in the radio, but you can see the screen right here. Terry McKenna and Begonia are down there. So, we're ready? Okay, let's do this. Let's get down there right now with Begonia and your juniors winner here at the Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival, Brandon Lyon.
Thank you very much, Manny. We're here with super stoked Brandon Lyon. Brandon, oh my God, you did amazing. You actually were first on all your heats. You served so good, and actually you made it. Brandon, surfeaste súper bien, estuviste primero en casi todos tus heats, lo hiciste increíble y bueno, sabíamos que lo ibas a lograr. Ahora estás acá, cuéntale un poco a la gente, a toda la gente que te está viendo acá en Antofagasta. Te acabas de ganar el primer evento del Tour Junior, Pro Junior. Estas son las etapas calificatorias, va a haber una acá, va a haber una en Portugal también, y tú te ganaste esa primera etapa y además ese gran premio. Cuéntanos cómo te sientes.
Bueno, buenas tardes. Una emoción inexplicable acá ganar en casa con mis compañeros, igual Miguel Ángel, Gustavo, y ellos tienen un gran nivel. Y nada, emocionante a preparar las maletas a Portugal y voy motivado a representar a Chile.
Well, he was just saying he's really, really excited, and he respects a lot the two older riders who are friends of his, and they have a really high level. So he's just it's all about fixing the suitcase. And we have here Terry McKenna is the contest director, and he wants to hand you the official prize. Terry le va a pasar entonces lo que es el anuncio del premio oficial, que es un viaje completo pagado, todo incluido, para representar entonces a Antofagasta en la primera etapa, la última etapa del Tour Pro Junior. Muchísimas gracias. Entonces, Tessa, you want to say some words?
Yeah, I'll say a couple of words. So, first, thanks everyone for coming along. It's been an incredible day for the young bodyboarders here in Antofagasta and Chile in general. Chile, of course, is one of the new superpowers of bodyboarding, and this guy is one of the new stars of tomorrow. So we're very proud of him. He's earned himself a return ticket to Vienna in Portugal in September for the APB World Junior Championships, where he will be representing Chile. So give him a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Ok, bueno, entonces felicitaciones, Brandon, de verdad. Aquí tienes, claro que sí. Por favor, entonces unas palabras para todas las personas que te están viendo, tus familiares, tus amigos que te apoyan. Cuéntanos, por favor, para ellos.
Gracias a mi club Budeo por darme esta oportunidad acá en el Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival, por el apoyo siempre acá constante en todos los campeonatos nacionales y por darme esa grande oportunidad de que desde chicos de 6 años atrás que me dieron esta oportunidad de ingresar a su club. También a mi familia, a mi hermana que me están apoyando ahí y nada, contento, feliz.
Well, what a great day for the sport and felicitaciones una vez más y bueno, a seguir dándole y a seguir poniéndole para representar tu bandera de la mejor manera posible allá en el Tour Mundial en Portugal. Bueno, por ahora entonces nosotros nos despedimos y ya saben, mañana volvemos a la acción and we'll back to you guys in the booth. Thank you.
That was insane. So congratulations one more time to Brandon Lyon for winning here at the Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival. He won his first heat, he won the semifinal, he went into the final, and he won that too. So well-deserved and a pretty dominating performance in these conditions.
Yeah, very, very, very dominating and very humble and very focused as well. So he's happy, Manny. We're all happy for him. And what a day it's been. What a day of contest for these young guns. And you know what? Damn, I'm looking forward to Aviana already.
That's right. So tomorrow we're going to start off bright and early, 7 o'clock here local time. And we got Begonia. Begonia, what's going on? Yes, that's right. She's just giving me a heads up that if you're anywhere here in the vicinity of Antofagasta, si están aquí en el centro de Antofagasta, si estás aquí, venga aquí sábado y domingo. Tenemos el Feria del Mar. Tenemos muchas actividades para los niños, familia, todos para disfrutar aquí en la playa. So, tomorrow morning, a las 7 o'clock here, we're going to start off the men's and women's division. Make sure you stay on the APB Facebook Tour Facebook page to find out all the details. But Dion Meyer, Begonia, Teza, and our Factor 15 production crew and the drone pilots, Juan Santos, Mono, and the judges, everybody who's making this thing what it is, and it's an incredible show. Absolutely. We will see you tomorrow. Make sure you come back and tune in live from the Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival. We'll see you tomorrow. Boom!
Boom! See you guys later.
Hola amigos. Aquí estamos en el Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival y el Feria del Mar. Los invito a todos aquí. Tenemos actividades por los niños, la familia y todos. Por favor, vengan. Hoy el mundial, muy pequeñas las olas, pero sigue mañana con los juniors y también tenemos bandas aquí, seguro. Tenemos sonidos, bandas de todas partes de Chile. Los invito, vengan.
Buena cabros, mi nombre es Víctor Orozco, soy skater profesional. Los quiero dejar todos invitados acá al Mundial de Body, aquí en la ciudad de Antofagasta.
Integrante de Playground Banda que estuvo invitada a las serenatas junto al mar, enmarcada en el Festival de Bodyboard de Antofagasta, que estuvo espectacular y continúa durante el fin de semana. Estamos muy agradecidos por el espacio, ha estado súper lindo.